across. Put this ball in the middle. He's kicking across, so it's going to come towards your side. Fine, they can take that one, yeah. Never mind.
Crouch.
Check, one check, big defense. Fine. Watch it! Watch it! Watch it! Yes! Yes! Stop, go. Vai boa, Nitazo. Go! Turn in there. Take right.
Slotten! Lekker groot krabby, maar grote.
Boys, believe. Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go. Come on. Junior, pass. Going in. Game over.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live here at Loftus B Fairfield, where we've got the Harlequins taking on Tuks 1. Tuks coming in as the probable favourites for this match. But Harlequins probably going to want to be able to use the momentum that they've been building up towards the last end of the season before the break that we had, that extra long weekend that we had. So very excited to be back on the field, excited to have some rugby, and the weather holding up nicely today. We've got a bit of wind, so we'll see how that will affect probably some of the kicking game, but we know that both teams do like to run the ball, so we probably want to keep those shorter passes in hand and get those balls going. We see Quinn's going to be taking the kickoff here. Yeah, very excited for this game, and let's see what these teams have to offer us here today. We've got Hendrik Mulder for Quins taking that kickoff, taking a long, deep kickoff into the 22 of Tuks, being retrieved there by Tuks and taking it straight up into the contact and into the face of the Harlequins, looking like it's going to be a physical game. A box kick there by the number 9, Johan Mulder for Tuks, and recovered by the number 14 wing for Tuks. And Tuks in with an early try. That is Johannes Kutsia gathering that ball off that box kick and running straight into the corner. Harlequins caught sleeping there, would have probably not wanted to start off the game like this. We see the number 10, Richard Drutz, lining up. Probably wouldn't want to have started off his game with a kick as difficult as this, but rather get the difficult ones out of the way and then hope that the rest of the game is all smooth sailing. Let's see what he does with this. Quins would be hoping to regroup after this and to get back in the game as soon as possible. I do feel that the wind is starting to pick up. My papers are flying all over the place, so is a bit of a wind that we're going to be struggling with here today. Let's see if it does play any part in this kick. Rich lines it up. Solid strike behind it, but pulls it just right. But absolutely showing us that he's got no problem with distance or direction. Just probably the wind just pushing it a little right there. Mulder with a kickoff. That is a knock on there by Tuks. Number 3, Francois Klopper, accidentally just probably looked at the ground before making sure that the ball's in his hand. So first scrum of the game, very early in the game, so we are able to see how these packs actually size up against each other. I mean, looking at it here, just from my side, I can see that it does kind of look pretty evenly matched. Front row probably looking a little heavier than that of the Quins. So Tuks would probably want to try and utilize getting that second shove in there. Maybe see if they can turn the scrum. Referee deciding to reset that scrum, allowing the gents to kind of just feel each other out. Is the first scrum in the match, so we will allow for some grace. Time off being called here. Looks like a blood injury here, so just want to get a good wipe off there. Looks like a substitution is being called on for Tuks here for that blood replacement. Should just be a temporary one. So number 3, Francois Klopper, that's quickly just being replaced. I say quickly, let's hope that it is quick. Looks like he is being replaced by Dian Schoones, if I'm not mistaken. Probably not expecting to have come into the game as early as this. So here we go. Scrum's back on. Time's back on. Let's see how these gents get a good hit in. Looks like a strong, powerful hit by the Quins, and a penalty awarded to the Quins there. elbow going straight to the ground. I apologize. It is Dian Kutsia who came in and replaced Francois Klopper there. So Quins walking away with that penalty at scrum time there. We could see that they came in with a strong hit, so probably hope to dominate those set pieces and see how they can bowl from that. Hendrik Mulder deciding that he wants to get points on the board as soon as possible, try and close that gap by 2 points. So let's see how the wind works in his favour and if he is able to manoeuvre it in order to slot this one through the sticks. Ended up getting it, but unfortunately pulling it to the right. Just looks like he probably just turned his hip in a little bit too much there, forcing that to go past the right hand upright there. So 22-meter dropout for Tuks, and then Quinn's hopefully able to retrieve an attack off this. So Quinn's caught cleanly there by the number 9, Ruan Duprea. He sends it wide. But Quinn's been caught in the contact there. And an incredible counter-ruck there by the Tuks, disrupting the Quins there at ruck time. Tuks decide to send it wide, get it back to that try scorer, the number 14, Kutsia, who takes it into contact. But the ball's ripped there by the Harlequins, who decide to put it on the boot and to pace it forward. The number 5, Jabulani. Hendrik seeing some space there at the back, hoping to utilize that as much as possible, but not getting much of an angle on it and being allowed to run over the goal area and not being put down by the number 15 yet. So he's probably trying to run out time. There is Clyde Lewis, and now he puts it down. So again, 22-meter drop out there for Tuks. See if they go with the same game plan that they did just a few moments ago. It's dropped a little more centre field. Actually, no, same, but a little deeper this time. So being sent wide, going through the hand. Jabulani again deciding to take that up into contact. But a penalty being awarded because he was tackled, so he'd never released the ball. And penalty awarded to Tuks there for holding. Tuks decide that they want to go for touchline to try and put some line-out pressure on Harlequins deep in their 22. First line-out of the game, so let's see if they are able to utilize this. Are we going to see our classic South African rugby? We get a front ball or 2 ball and put it into the maul, or maybe something a little more interesting with the backline, see if they can utilize some of the space that they've got here outside in the wider channels. Ball being sent to the back of the line out there is classic South African rugby, put into that maul, but Harlequins reading it well and stopping it. Now being called to use once. Peeling around the side is that maul. Referee awarding another penalty coming in from the side with the Quins. Time off called. Referee having a chat there with the number 2, Atiyu Bar, who is the captain for the Quins. I think just saying, get your gents under control. We don't want to have any cynical play here. Don't force them to go to the pocket and award a penalty try. So Tuks again go for the line. Probably try copy paste the previous line out. Yeah, exactly what they do. Back of the line again. Rolling more setup. Harlequins are unable to stop, and Tuks march forward. Looks like unable to see if that is the tight head or the actual hooker that got it over the line there. It looks like the hooker Andre van der Merwe, who was able to get it over the line at the extra 5 for his team. Score now standing at 10-0 for Tuks, with a conversion to come. Rich lining this up. Keeps his head down, and he is happy with that, and so are the referees. So he adds the extra 2. Score now stands at 12-0 to Tuks. Harlequins probably desperately looking to get into this game, to keep their noses in this game. Hard chase line there by the number 11, Godfrey Ramaboe. Boea. Please excuse me if I do pronounce these surnames wrong. Onto the boot for the number 9 from Tuks. Johan Mulder, and making sure that he does get that clearance. But it is touched by one of the Harlequins players. So line out to Tuks. Ball sent in there, unable to be controlled, and the referee called skew. So scrum time to the Quins. Lucky to be able to get that ball back. Quins would probably look to dominate off of this scrum. See if they can put 7 points on the board. Again, elbow going to ground there by Quinn, so penalty awarded to Tuks. I mean, we see that Harlequins are getting a good hit on there, but are just unable to stabilize, and unfortunately giving that penalty away. So Tuks to the line. Roots making no mistake in getting it just inside the Harlequins half. Tuks putting that ball in, sending it to the middle, but met hard in contact is the Tuks players there, trying to send it wide. Clyde Lewis does well to gather loose ball, takes it into contact there, but referee saying a high tackle there, so penalty awarded to Tuks again. Tuks looking very dangerous with ball in hand, not scared to run it. Tuks carries up, but caught there in the middle by the Quins, using all of the momentum that they've got. Bit of a, I think we call it a grass cutter tackle there. Lucky to actually just not have walked away with anything dangerous there. Big hits being made, and Quins doing really well to turn that ball over, but the referee saying another penalty to Tuks, not releasing the player in the tackle. So Tuks back on the Harlequins half where they were just a few minutes ago, where they were actually able to score off of their line out. So probably hoping to get the same result as they did just a few moments ago. Harlequins hoping to have learned from their mistakes, hoping to stop that driving maul. Back ball caught there by the number 8 Jacob out from Tuks, but the maul sacked legally. Strong carry by the number 12 Pierre Fourie. Quins doing well in defense, trying to protect that try line as best as they can. Not afraid to make those hits, and a huge hit made there. But the referee awarding another penalty, diving over the rack. I wonder at what point in time is the ref going to tell the captain of the Quins, has given way too many penalties away here, close to your try line. It's good to see that Harlequins is not afraid to make those physical tackles and meet them in the physicality that they are presenting to Quins. So see what they do here. 2 ball in and unable to be retrieved by Quins. So Quins under a lot of pressure there on their own try line, hoping to secure that ball. Referee awarding a penalty to Quins for not rolling away was the Tuks player. Looks like the number 12 Pierre Fourie. So Quins probably happy to just walk away with the penalty here. Hendrik Mulder probably wanting to make no mistake, which he does. Relieve some pressure for his team. Would have maybe hoped to get it a little closer to the halfway, but we take what we can get. Ball not retrieved there by Quins. So going over, but Tuks do pick it up, gather the loose ball. Play quick play there. Roots sends it out wide to the winger, number 11, Mokwena. He takes it up into contact. Strong carry there by Ethan Berger. Tuks looking very dangerous on attack there. Pierre Fourie hitting that short line and going straight under the sticks. But it looks as though he was actually held up, that the ball was never grounded. Let's see what the referee says. Yep, ball was never grounded. So we've got a scrum on the 5. Tuks have flooded the open side there of their scrum, the left-hand side. We see that the number 15 has slotted on that position right behind the 10, so he can either go either way, depending on what they decide. They do decide to go left. So Roots gets it, sends it out to Lewis on the outside, and it's a beautiful trigger ball wrap around on the outside, and he goes and puts it down in the far corner. Is Clyde Lewis. So that's an extra 5 there. 2 Tuks. Score now stands at 17-0 with 2 to come. Rich lining up a more difficult kick of the afternoon. We have seen that he's got a huge boot. Distance not a problem, but unfortunately just pulling it right. So score remains at 17-0. Quins are probably thinking, what can they do better this time around? And my only suggestion would probably be better protection of the ball. Maybe just maintain pressure when they do have ball in hand. Knock on there by Tuks, so scrum to Harlequins. We see that these scrums are happening pretty much on the same side of the field the whole time. So Quins have seen that the gents on this side are making a bit of a hash of the possession that they do get. So trying to apply that aerial pressure and force that mistake. Quins would be hoping not to give away another penalty on their own scrum. Referee telling them to maintain their height. Not a lot of stability there, but eventually it is stabilized. Ati popping out there is the Quins. Referee saying that both teams are standing up. So we're going to reset the scrum. Just moving the scrum a little inside. Good hit there by the Quins. And that's being picked up by the number 8 from the Quins, Magawu. But he's being caught there. Quins hoping to meet Tuks with their physicality in front. Got the flanker Kutsia carrying strong, but the Tuks player not rolling. Referee saying there is a little bit of forward pass there by the Quins player. Unfortunate error made, but Quins also not afraid to want to run with the ball and put the Tuks players under a bit of pressure. So scrum time again. Referee just calling time off for the number 8 Magawu. Big scrum there by Quins, but Tuks are able to hold off the pressure, so Tuks want to try carry this up. Oh, and the ball has been turned over by the Quins. They decide to play it to the back line. That's the number 12 September, that with a strong carry in front. Big guys wanting to meet in front there, but it is penalty advantage to the Quins for a high tackle there. Harlequins wanting to make a few more meters. Going searching for that ball there. Again, September with a strong carry up on the inside. Oh, Magaru does well to get that break on the outside, looking left, looking right. Decides to run straight through Clyde Lewis there, puts him down. Quick ball to Quins, number 11, who darts around, gets it, and gets the ball, places it for the Quins. Quins are there, 5 meters out. Wanting to look for quick ball, looking for that support there. Number 11, Godfrey, coming in there, playing the role of the number 9, and it is try time to the Quins. Looks like the number 12 September who was able to get over that line. So Quins are able to get 5 points on the board here just before half time. Actually, my apologies, it wasn't September who, it was the number 1, one of the props, Kana Hina, who was able to get there over the line for Quins. So 5 points up there with 2 to come. Personally, if I was a number 10 kicking in this wind, I would have asked someone to just hold my ball down for me, just in case. I know that when I'm on the field, I definitely do that for our number 10. I like to call my hand the hand of God. So Hendrik Mulder lining up. Makes no mistake. Slots it, gets that extra 2. So 7-17 is the score here, close towards the end of the first half. Tuks in the lead. Tuks deciding to kick in deep. The winger Godfrey does well to recover, and the Quins deciding they want to run it. Are they? Yeah, looks like they want to run it out of their own half. Know that they do have gas in the back line. September, unfortunately, losing that ball there in contact, and Quins a bit of a slow to react to the defense there. Ball's loose, played advantage to Tuks. They get caught there, trying to send it wide, just a few meters off the try line of the Quins. Sends it wide to Lewis. Lewis steps outside, inside, steps past 2 players, unfortunately, and Quins, just when they strike, have given away another 5 points. Second one for Lewis today. Score now standing at 22-7 with a conversion to come. Roots lines up the kick. And again, he has got the distance, but unfortunately lacks the direction. Pulls it left. So score stays at 22-7. Oh, unfortunately, referee saying that the chasers were in front of the kicker. So, scrum awarded to Tuks on the halfway line there. Unforced errors, I think, probably just not playing in the Quins' favour here today. Would be hoping to be a little more clinical, not give away these unfortunate errors, especially not with a 15-point deficit. But also, this is a game of rugby, 15 points, 2 tries, and they're right back in it if they are able to hold Tuks off. Strong hit there by both teams, carried up there by Tuks. Gents making the hits that they need to make in order to keep the defense strong here from the Quins, but Tuks doing well, trying to just chop away, eat away at the defense, and so they do. The number 6 from Tuks Libba breaks away, and he gets it outside to the number 9, Mulder, who gets taken down just about 10 meters before the try line. Ball swings wide and on the boot there by the number 13, Klamlashe, but the ball gathered by Quins there. Referee awarding a penalty to Tuks. Looked like coming in from the side of the rack, says the referee. So what did Tuks do here? They do decide to go and take the extra 3. Try and get those points. Log points obviously very vital here for this league. So wanting to add that extra 2 to push them up to 25. Extra 3, excuse me, to push them up to 25. So let's see. Should be an easy one. But there's also things such as the commentator's curse. So let's see what Hurut does here. And yep, making absolutely no mistake is Rut. So score now stands at 25-7. Tuks taking a comfortable lead at this point. Oof, and unfortunately that bit of backwind not playing in Mulder's favour there. And ball going directly into touch. So we kind of see a copy paste of what happened just a few moments ago. Scrum on the halfway for Tuks. Are they going to be able to produce something out of this? More points? Or is this the scoreline that we will be going into halftime with? Both teams not binding correctly there, so referee saying it's reset. Maybe try and get a little closer on that bind. Ball out there by Tuks, who decided to put it on the boot spot, a little bit of space, but just overcooked, and the ball running into the dead ball area. So reset on the scrum, pretty much exactly where it was previously, except Quinn's now on the attack. Maybe try finish off this half on a high, try and add those extra 7. And see what they're able to do off their set piece. Middle scrum, they have decided to flood the left hand side with one of the... no, it looks like they put the fullback on the short side there. So let's see where they plan on going. Quinn getting that hook and marching with it. They do decide to go to the short side of the Quins. They get brought down, I think, just inside the tram of Quinn's half. Wanted to play a very physical game, but unfortunately ball lost in contact there. Tuks deciding they want to run it. Ball gets into Lewis, who then sends it out to Kutsia. We've already seen that he's got one on the board, but he is met by his opposite winger, Godfrey. The referee saying scrum time to Quins. Knock on by Tuks.
Ja, je doet nou nooit weer niet.
Reset there. Good shove done there by the Quins. But the 9 being caught offside from the Tuks. Penalty awarded to the Quins. Quins deciding they want to go for the touch. Try and put Tuks under some pressure in their own half. That is an excellent touch finder there by Mulder. Let's see if Quins are able to finish off this half strong. Maybe see if they can get themselves back into this game. Five-man lineup. Ball goes to the back. They decide to send it into the back line. Ball carried in the midfield there can go there by September. Patient game being played at the breakdowns here from Quins. Referee awarding a penalty there. September again with a strong carry just outside the right upright there. Sending it to the 10 Mulder, who steps through, tries to find a gap. Sets up the platform for his team. Quins now wanting to play just a patient game, just set it up, just set up the phases, get closer and closer to your line. Goes to the backline Mulder, who fakes, finds a gap, and goes straight over the line. Referee saying he just wants to check with his assistant there. Is it a try? Yep, referee awards the try. Hendrik Mulder adds the extra 5 to that. So score now stands at 12-25 with a conversion to come. Mulder doing the job to convert his own try there, and the referee calls half-time. So 14-25 is the score at half-time. Tuks leading with 11 points, but Quins making sure to end off the half with those extra 7. And we are back with the second half. Tuks versus Harlequins 1. Tuks leading with a good 11 points, 25-14. But Quins having ended off that first half well. So maybe hoping to take that momentum here into the second half. Both playing an incredibly physical game. Tuks knowing how to use the space and run around with it a little bit. Contest in the air there by Tuks. Referee calls play on. So Tuks have regathered their own kickoff. Starting off strong is Tuks, wanting to play it. Zamlashe, the captain, sending that ball. Hit made there by Quins in the middle, but the ball not going to hand, unfortunately. That is a double knock on, first by Tuks and then by Quins. So scrum to Quins. Looks like no changes made by the coaches for either of the teams, so probably we just want to stick with their guns for a few more minutes, and then from there they will obviously bring in the people as they need. Strong scrum there by the Quins, able to keep that ball in. Get out to Mulder, who sends it to September. He takes it up into contact there. Setting up the pod there are the forwards. Again, setting up another pod, wanting to meet Tuks players in front. But Tuks defense line coming off really quickly and keeping the Quins where they need to be. But the number 9, Ruan Dupree, spotting some space at the back and puts an incredible kick into the 22 of Tuks. Really well done and really spotted there by that number 9. Quins would be hoping to compete here, see if they can put some pressure on the Tuks line out there to try and turn the ball over. Goes to the back of the line. Send it. And that is cleared by the number 10 of Tuks, Roots, making sure that he gets that ball out. Almost smacked me on the head, which is fun, but that's cool. It's chilled. It's fine. And our cameraman got a bit of a fright up there. Oof, ball unfortunately stolen there by Tuks, who sends it back into the Quins half. Number 15, Mahoney. First time that we've actually seen him with the ball. We know that he's got some quick feet when he does get space. So probably one of the danger men, but unfortunately just not having enough ball. Mulder getting that ball and sending it towards the touch, but unfortunately not finding touch. Lewis doing well under that high ball, sends it outside to his winger Kutsia, who takes it into contact there. Loose ball. Incredible skill there by Lewis, able to keep that ball in the field of play. Harlequins being caught a bit on the back foot here. Let's see if they can get their defensive works and defensive structure going so that they can turn the ball over. Oh, Tuks doing well there to keep that ball. Winger working hard, stepping inside and outside. Looks like one of the Quins players have actually stayed down. A bit of a knock there, but wiping it off. Tuks deciding one going one name, Sun go the other way. Lewis gets the ball. They send the ball out. Not afraid to keep the ball in hand. Are these Tuks players looking for opportunity permanently, seeing where they can find Quins just sleeping a little bit and trying to use that momentum to their advantage. Number 4 carry is Devon Venter. Gets a ball down there. But Quins defense standing strong, not allowing Tuks any inches. Doing good 2-on-1 hits there. Unfortunately, that maybe does leave a bit of desirability in that defensive line there. Mahoney doing really well to cover that kick pass by Tuks, but referee awarding that penalty to Tuks. Referee calling time off here, just wanting to have a chat with his assistant, see if there's any dangerous or foul play to be found. So referee just having a chat there with the Quins players, but doesn't look like he is planning on going to the pocket for anything, which is good to see. So, referee gets play underway again. Penalty awarded, and Tuks decide to go for the line. We saw that in the first half they utilised their rolling balls really well. Yeah, set that maul up, and that is huge momentum that they're getting off of that rolling maul. Not sure if they have gotten over that line yet. I know I can see the referees also searching as much as I'm searching. But penalty awarded again. Referee blows the double whistle, which probably means he's going to go to the pocket. I think he did give Quins a warning there. Referee calling the captain in, and he does decide to send one of the Quins players off the field and awards a penalty try, so automatic 7 points there. It looks like the number 4 for Quins, it's not the number 4 that I have on my list here. So it could be Matthew Van Biljon that gets sent off with a card there. So Quins now being put under extra pressure. So now score standing at 32-14 for Tuks with that penalty try in hand. Quins kicking off there, and Kutsia breaking away from everyone, sending it wide to Lewis, who gets caught in the tackle there by the winger Jeffrey. He's been doing really well, did good cover work there. Referee awarding knock on to Tuks there, but unfortunately it looks like Harlequins tackles are just not sticking. And so that does create gaps for these Tuks players to get through and to utilize their opportunities. Pick up there by the Tuks number 8, who goes around the corner there. Front foot ball for Tuks as they take it into the 22 of the Quins. Quick ball to the prop Ethan Berger there, who has a strong carry. Put his team on the front foot. Oh, incredible interception there by Mahoney. But the referee saying Mahoney was caught offside there, so penalty to Tuks. Unfortunate there for Mahoney, just being caught offside. Tuks sending it to the corner. They have a plan that is working for them. Are they going to stick to it? And are Quins going to be able to have an answer for them? Is a real question. Yep, sticking to their guns. Do Quins have an answer to this rolling maul? Doesn't. The once call has been given to the number 9. He does give it to his inside centre, but unfortunately doesn't go to hand. And the referee blowing for a forward pass there by the Quins, but they did have the advantage for the knock on there. So it's a scrum tight on their try line. See a lot of bruised bodies here on the ground. It's been a hard physical game for these gents, so definitely understandable that they are ever so slightly in a bit of pain. Queens want to be utilising the strong scrum that they've had this whole game to probably just set up the platform for Hendrik Mulder to kick the ball deep into the touch or deep into touch of the Tuks half here. Mulder almost making just a hash of that, kicking into his pole, but Mahoney was awake. Unfortunately, just throwing that unforced pass. They should have rather just set up the phase. So is a turnover to Tuks, but it is knocked on by their captain, Kamlashe, who does lose it, and then looked like Lewis just got brought down really hard. So Quinn's definitely coming forward with that physical battle. Ball won by the Quins. Mulder puts it high in the air. Lewis under pressure, but he gets caught as he goes down. Huge hit on Lewis by the number 13, Brandon Hewitt. And unfortunately, he has not gotten up. So that's never a good sign. Was a huge collision. I heard that over here where I'm sitting, so it would be incredibly unfortunate if it is something serious. If it was head collision, probably have to be sent off and get it checked. Yes, Lewis does come off. So unfortunately, doesn't look too good. Probably just a little dizzy after that collision. But he has had an incredible game. So Lewis replaced by Zenzile, and the number 7 Hilton Gee being replaced by, looks like Koi Kanyang or Ateng Koi Kanyang. I'm not 100% sure of the number, but it does look like that from my angle. Scrum to Tuks, but that does look like Quinn is putting Tuks under a little bit of pressure now at scrum time.
Keep on fighting, boys. Ruan, drop the Dilla. Set the Dilla, shoot the ball.
Tuks doing well there, getting that ball out. It's sending it deep in the Quins half, but Mahoney sizing up his options and deciding to step and go. Gets the pass back on the inside, does well. Loose pass there for Quins. Dupree shoves one off, shrugs another one off, but is eventually brought down. Quins looking a bit stagnant with ball in hand and on the attack. Dupree sends it to Mulder, who kicks it long downfield towards his opposite number 10, and an incredible clearance done there by Mulder. Gets immense pressure off, relieved from his team. Is putting a kick pass over to his number 11, who shugs off both the number 14 Van der Schoeman and Mahoney, unable to make that hit. Bit of miscommunication there between the two as to who was going to get it. So that is an extra 5 added for Tuks. Score now standing at 37-14 with the 2 to come. Incredible work done there by Roots. Perfectly placed kick pass sent over and well handled there by the number 11 Mokoena. Rich doing well there, sent it straight through the sticks, so adds that extra 2. Score now standing at, scoreboard says 41-14. Not sure if that is right. I'm unfortunately not keeping track of it. I don't know if it's 41 or if it's actually 39. But I'm going to trust my scoreboard gents over here. And they're saying it's 41-14, so. Mulder kicking. Didn't go 10 initially, so being left to bounce. Tuks do get hold of the ball though. It is the replacement number 20, Koi Kanyang, who does really well to carry that ball forward. Ball sent inside to Pierfuri, who does really well, but unfortunately loses that ball in contact. So that is a double knock on, first by Tuks and then by Quinn, scrum to Quinn. Scrum going down. Referee saying we're going to reset this one.
Ja, check space. Kom met check space.
Scrum going down again. That's the Harlequins player who's unfortunately gone down. Referee awarding penalty to Tuks player there.
Louis, van die lijn staan. Lijn staan.
Roots making sure to send that deep into the corner there. Are they going to do their copy-paste game plan that has been working for them? You know, if something works, why change it? My motto, at least. And they do the exact same thing. Ball set at the back. Rolling ball created. And they're going. And it's moving. They have been brought to a stop now. So is the referee going to call it? Not yet. They're keeping going. Well maintained at the back there by the number 16 Werder. So the referee now does use it. Call the once call. Sends to Roots, who steps once, steps twice, steps 3 times, but is eventually brought down. Number 9, Johan Mulder, spotting at gap and saying, thank you very much, I'll take that, and adds the extra 5. If my scoreboard guys are right, the score now should stand at 46-14. So I was right. There was a mistake actually made on that scoreboard. The score was initially 39-14. So we do add that extra 5 to 39. And if I did the maths correctly, 39 plus the 7, which was just added by that extra 2, does take me to 46 points. So Tuks walking away here with a healthy lead. We know that the Quins do have a never say die attitude, so they are definitely going to fight until the very end. Mulder again sending it just a little short. And so scrum on the halfway line for Tuks again. Ball out there by Tuks, quickly taken out, sent wide, but unfortunately not making contact, and the referee saying that the ball is in touch. Played quickly by Quins. September taking that ball up and sending it to Jeffrey, who spots just open space in front of him, green grass, and goes to make sure to get those extra 5. What an incredible piece of play there. Played quick off that line out, gets 5. So score now standing at 14-36. I lie. Score now standing at 19-36. Sorry, my maths. 46. 19-46. With an extra 2 to go. Potentially. Mulder getting a good strike on that and getting the direction. So he does add that extra 2. So 21-46 is the score now. Tuks still have that healthy lead. Tuks doing really well to gather that ball off the restart there. Quinn's doing well though. First man in, and there is the turnover. Quick tap taken by the Quins player and brought down. I think some of them are claiming that he wasn't 10, but nonetheless. Ball being sent. Mahoney sends it wide to Jeffrey, who again spots some space in front of him. Shrugs one off, shrugs another one off, tries to get the offload away, but decides against it. Ball sent out wide. And unfortunately just knocked on there by Hewitt, the outside centre for Harlequins. Quins would be very disappointed with that. They had a little bit of momentum running into that, so would have been wanting to see if they could capitalise off that momentum that they had. Scrum being reset again. Quick ball in, quick ball out there for Tuks. Rich puts it on the boot again, but unable to be gathered there by the Quins, and it is a knock-on, unfortunately. So it's a double knock-on there. Tuks do have ball in hand at the scrum again. Unfortunately, a game where we're seeing a lot of handling errors, but rather that than ball to boot at a permanent basis. If there's handling errors, we know that they are playing with ball in hand. We do see a substitution. Mokwena, who had an excellent game coming off, he is replaced by Enrico Rania, the number 21. Looking hungry to play as well. Looking very clean compared to the other guys on the field here. So let's see what he can contribute to his team. Huge battle there at scrum time. Rich deciding to play that trigger. Enrique getting ball in hand very quickly. Loose ball. Quins try to gather that. The number 3, I think it was Mhleli Dlamini for the Quins that tried to gather that ball there, but unfortunately also just losing it. So again, we're back at scrum time. I wish I'd actually kept track of the number of scrums that we've had this game, because I think the stats would say that there's been quite a few. Popping up again at scrum time was the Quinso referee awarding a penalty to Tuks. What did they decide to do? Oh, actually, not awarding that penalty for popping up. He awarded it for wheeling. Tuks deciding to go for the line. Do we know what they are going to do? I think so. Just don't understand why the Quins have seen that they play that back ball, seen that they set up the maul. So why aren't they setting up a jumper there at the back to try and compete for that ball? Roots, the number 10, being replaced by the number 22, Walter Visser. Again, exact same, but unfortunately the ball not going to hand this time. Quins are able to recover that ball. Intercepted was that ball by number 14, Kutsia, who plays it backwards to his team. So broken play. Let's see if Tuks are able to make something of this out of broken play. And it looks like they do. That is Ethan Burger, who is over for Tuks. I'm almost... might be his second one for the game. So score now standing at 51 points to 21. Tuks with a good 30-point lead with the conversion to come. So it is the gent Walter Visser who just came onto the field, who now gets put under the spotlight, under a little bit of pressure. Try and convert this try. And Walter making absolutely no mistakes. Slots it and gets the extra 2. So score now standing at 53 to 21. Probably heading into the last 3 minutes of the game now. Tuks being put under pressure there on the kickoff, being carried back into their own 22. Tuks wanting to run out of their own half. Are they going to try set it up? Nope, they are not. So that is Johan Mulder, number 9, that gets caught there at the back. Huge hits coming in here from the Tuks players and the Quins players, actually. But the referee awards a penalty to Tuks for a high tackle there. Let's see if Tuks are able to potentially end off this half on a strong note. but the ball does not go into touch. A bit of a fumble there. But Quinn's looking to run it at Tuks, saying that we know we're behind by 30, but again, never say die attitude is real. Knock on by Tuks there. Scrum towards the Quins. Knock on there by Tuks at the scrum. So scrum on the exact same place again for the Quint. Again, a huge shove from Tuks, but picked up there by Quins, who are unable to gather that ball. Samlashe putting it on his boot for Enrico. But Mahoney does well to gather that ball, plays it back inside to his winger, who gets carried out into touch. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Tuks walking away with a very, very convincing win. Quins unfortunately just not being able to stand up to the man. The score 53-21 for Tuks. What a great game of rugby.